goody YouTube. So we got another reaction, y'all. So Mike Tyson, I just seen this on YouTube. Mike Tyson fights his biggest opponent. Yo, so we all know who Mike Tyson is, and we know this dude be knocking people out, literally. Like, he knocks people out for a living. So I decided, yo, I want to make a reaction. Like, I want to react to this shit. But hey, let's get this shit started, yo.
Foreman, but he's stronger than George Foreman.
What y'all think? I think he gonna win though. I think he gonna win. I don't know. I don't know.
He's Joe Frazier, but he's faster and he's more powerful than Joe Frazier, and he's Rocky Marciano, but he's almost 30 pounds heavier than Rocky Marciano. So that combination, I think, bodes pretty well for Mike Tyson.
Welcome back to another big fight recap here on BLTV Classic.
Yes, Tyson has the anticipation of a Doberman who's happened upon 210 pounds of unguarded meat.
On today's video, we look back at the night Tyson fought. By the horse's mouth, not only the biggest man in his...
What type of face is that, bro?
Today's video, we look back at the night Tyson...
Tough Jose Rebalta was an unknown heavyweight who a prime Mike Tyson found most difficult to KO as he absorbed more than 200 punches from Iron Mike in fight. God damn.
Tyson fought. By the horse's mouth, not only the biggest man in his career, but also the toughest. As the 6'6" Cuban heavyweight Jose Rebalta withstood inconceivable damage inflicted by the most ruthless version of Iron Mike the world.
Yo, no way.
Rebalta withstood inconceivable damage inflicted by the most ruthless version.
Oh my God. Mike Tyson, I would never on any day
version of Iron Mike the world has ever seen. One of the great heavyweight slugfests of all time. Let's get right to it.
Yo, I'm saying this is hard. This would be a nice cover for a good ass movie, no cap. I know y'all keep saying I keep pausing this shit, but I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, this is a scary, like, this is probably on some like Creed shit.
At 5'10½", Mike Tyson was significantly the shortest heavyweight contender ranked by the Ring Magazine's top 10 in the fall of '86. Many boxing fans will remember this era as the New Age, the land of the giants, with the large majority of top contenders and champions from here on out standing in excess of 6'4".
Primo Carnera, a heavyweight boxer called the Monster by Time Magazine.
There have been many tall contenders and champions in the past, with Jess Willard and Primo Carnera being prime examples of towering fighters often branded as unskilled behemoths, circus acts whose achievements in the sport are credited strictly to their advantage in size and weight. That notion changed drastically with the introduction of world-class trainers such as Eddie Fitch and Emmanuel Stewart, who were fixated on not only utilizing the physical advantages a sizable fighter possesses, but more making their boxing skills comparable to the guys a half a foot or so shorter than them.
But right now, Lennox Lewis is giving an old-fashioned whooping to David Tua.
Once Riddick Bowe and Lennox Lewis became the dominant force in the division, big men have ruled the roost ever since.
When I was younger, I used to always say, God, I'm just a midget. I'm never going to grow.
Y'all think Mike Tyson knocking out Tyson Fury?
I'm going to be anything because I'm too short to do any kind of sports, anything. But then, I started believing in myself and things worked out right.
How tall is Mike Tyson? I think he's like, what, 5'11"?
Jose Rebalta was one of those classic, long-rangey fighters that dominated the amateur boxing circuit in his teens due to his size being perfectly cohesive with the classy, dance-like boxing skills taught to him at the home of Cuban boxing in the States, the 5th Street Gym in Miami.
Mike Tyson, here I come, baby.
By the time Jose turned pro in 1982, he was the number 2 rated amateur heavyweight in America, and he used his skills to defeat the usual suspects of journeymen such as David Jacko and Rick Keller in the coming years.
Well, he goes up against Jose Revolta, who has to be considered a threat.
Jose was robbed of his first moment of genuine boxing notoriety in his 1985 clash with the soon-to-be heavyweight champion James Bone Crusher Smith. Everyone outside of 2 of the 3 ringside judges felt he won with relative ease. However, dubious decisions are unfortunately a part of the game, and as many fighters have displayed in the past, early setbacks can either make or break a character. And during the Tyson build-up in July 1986, Jose seemed to be peaking, not only physically, but mentally, certain he would be the man to stop Tyson's 25-fight unbeaten streak.
There's a man that could beat Mike Tyson, it's Jose Revolta. It's going to be a lot of people surprised down in Miami when he knocks him out. When Mike Tyson hurts a guy, he puts him to sleep. If he tags Jose, I hope he don't think Jose's going to lay down. He just better be ready to take another shot. I'm not going to take no credit away from him, but to this day, he hasn't faced anybody that can punch like Jose.
But I know he's never been in there with a fighter like me.
Watch me fight. Devastation.
And give him a slow beating, nearly death.
Yes, Tyson has the anticipation of a Doberman who's happened upon 210 pounds of unguarded meat.
Tyson met Revolta at the Trump Plaza Hotel in Atlantic City on August 17th.
Look at this dude. Why does he look like that, though? Like, Mike Tyson, he look like he about to kill shit, but that dude, like, I don't know. That face, bro, you can't...
Unguarded meat.
Tyson met Revolta at the Trump Plaza Hotel in Atlantic City on August 17th, 1986.
Join large-scale battles with military vehicles. The online action game War Thunder has received a major...
The tension between the two created a legendary atmosphere among the lucky 1,000 people in attendance. Tyson's snarly grimaces were met by Revolta's death-defying eyes. It was clear to the viewing audience that they were in for a special night of heavyweight boxing action.
Just as expected, Tyson is right in the chest of Revolta. Left hand at all times. Big right hand again.
Yo, he's going straight body shots, though. Like, straight body shots. I understand you can't hit his...
Yeah, just tremendous body shots, and what an uppercut. Counter right hand by Mike Tyson is invited. And there was an uppercut. Counter right hand by Mike Tyson is invited. And there was an uppercut. What a shot.
I ain't gonna lie. Any regular, if that's a regular nigga, you not getting up, bro.
A classic right hook to the body, right uppercut combo put Revolta down at the end of the second round. The sheer power of the uppercut would have been enough to send 99.9% of every human on Earth to the shadow.
You heard? He said it. He just said it. You heard? Like, he just said it. He just said it. 99.9% of any human being is game.
Realm. Yet, to the crowd's surprise, Revolta made it back to his feet with enough stability to slug it out until the end of the round.
Revolta trying to bang with Tyson and gets off the ropes. There's a good left to the chin.
Acknowledging Revolta's resilience, Tyson elected for the water in the basement approach in the next few rounds, hammering Jose to the body to try and soften his core.
Yo, the nigga's not here back though. Like, Mike.
Lunging left hand by Tyson. That was an uppercut by Revolta. Left hand by Tyson. That was an uppercut by Revolta. I mean, no one expected too much from Revolta. A combination from Revolta and also a low blow by Revolta. And also, like Tyson's corner safety. That was a good left hand. There was a big right hand, and that hurt Revolta.
Tyson took his attacks upstairs by the end of the 7th, boxing with the same ferocity as he did in the 1st, throwing with the speed and power of a man that has barely broken a sweat.
Does he hit? And Jose got the worst of that one. Mouthpiece goes.
Say that. I want no smoke. I want no smoke. I want no smoke. I want no smoke. Let me put my shirt right back on. I want no smoke. I thought about it. I said, nah. I'm not even about to say all that. I want no smoke. No smoke. No smoke. No smoke. No smoke. No smoke.
And Tyson is on top of him. There's a big right hand, and Revolta is about to go. This is all his thing. Another big right hand, back to the body. There is no swing, and there's a smashing left.
Bro, this can't be serious, bro. You can't be doing that, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Like, you ain't check the resume? You ain't do the background check on this nigga? You don't know who Mike Tyson is?
And wisely,
Tyson seemed shocked that Revolta had made it to his feet again. Yet, instead of taking his feet off the gas and cruising to a unanimous decision, he wanted to entertain the fans by closing the show.
He wanted to entertain the fans by closing the show.
He wanted to entertain the fans by closing the show.
oh, another big left hand. That's a fighter. Oh, what a shot! And Revolta's down. And that's it.
Tyson knocked out Revolta in the 10th in a manner I'm sure the great Customato himself would have been proud of. But as always, HBO's Larry Merchant was underwhelmed by his performance and grilled the aspiring champ in the post-fight interview.
Mike, this guy was a tougher nut to crack than you thought, I bet.
Very enough. He had his mind concentrated. He was going to fight, and he did well, and I commend him very dearly.
What made him so tough? The fact that he fought back, unlike the other fighters who've taken you this far?
Most definitely, he fought back, and he had the idea in his mind he wasn't going to get knocked out. But as you notice, he was knocked down, but wasn't knocked out because he had his mind conscious of that.
He was knocked down, but he wasn't knocked out. After you proceed.
Are there too many expectations of you, Mike? Do you think that if you don't, you're in a bind, that if you don't knock him out early, if you knock him out early, everybody says the other guy was a bum. If it goes this far, everybody says you can't hit that hard.
Well, what can I say? This happened.
Tyson showed a lot of class in his response by simply acknowledging that Revolta was as tough and game as they come. In an interview for Ring Magazine in 2014, Tyson named Revolta as the most durable fighter he'd ever faced, along with the strongest, claiming that the Cuban was very strong in clinches.
His professional record, 32 wins, 9 defeats.
If Tyson had never met Revolta, I doubt that there'd be even a single person who would have expected him to put up such a brave effort against a prime Mike Tyson, because after the match, his career went more or less down the drain, certifying himself as a bona fide journeyman by his mid-20s. Revolta retired after 5 straight losses in 1999, yet to this day, he still wants a rematch with Tyson. In fact, his Facebook page is littered with non-stop callouts to the
This old ass nigga.
He still wants a rematch with Tyson. In fact, his Facebook page is littered with non-stop callouts to the point of obsession. Usually, I'd laugh off these callouts, but with the current landscape in the game today, you just never know who will return to the ring.
Yeah, man. Make sure y'all comment, like, subscribe, man. Thanks for tuning in, but y'all heard it right here, man. Listen, I never, ever get in the ring with Mike Tyson.